What is going on, ESGN Nation, and welcome back to season number 5 of the Stanford Cardinals Online Dynasty. Yes, this is the last season that will be part of this online dynasty with two of my friends, Taylor and Steve, as we are going to try to see if we can go for another national championship. Try to go 3 for 3 here, as we've already won now 2 national championships with this Stanford team, as they're number 4 in the nation, taking on last year's team that we faced for the national championship, Texas A&M. Of course, Texas A&M, they have lost a lot of their players. Now, they're still in the top 10. They're still a dangerous threat here in NCAA as you take a look at the top 25 poll going into week 2. Yes, we're in week 2 as we did not have a week 1 matchup. As you see the top 25 there. We're trying to go for our 3rd national championship here, and for the most part here, the road looks pretty good here. We got some pretty good early matchups here with some other teams, and of course in the next episode we'll get right into Pac-12 play. As I told Steve, I wanted to change up the way that Pac-12 does their games. We want to get right into it and just see some really good matchups here. So Coach Teddy Bonds, this is his 5th, or Coach TJ Bonds, this is his 5th season as a head coach here. He's brought now 3 Pac-12 championship games, championship titles, and not to mention 2 national championship titles. So the road for him, he knows how it is. He knows how the wear and tear it can have on a team, and he knows what it takes to have a team get to that picture here. And of course, this year, unfortunately, I wish I could capture this game because it's coming up here it's actually coming up in about a couple weeks here, at least in gameplay wise. It's a big matchup between Taylor and Steve. They'll be going against each other since earlier in this, when they started this series, before I jumped on here. Those two will be going at it since they did not play in the national championship last year. Neither one played against me. Now they have to play against each other to kind of cancel one or the other out. So they can at least be somewhat of a matchup between me, if I happen to be in the national championship, or between me and one of them. Of course, it's not necessarily that we're going to be in the national championship picture either, because we got a lot of players that we've lost, especially on the defensive side. Now, Joel James will of course start the game here. We'll see how well he does. If he does not do well as we want him to do, then of course Isaiah Davis will of course be in that position there to take over and show what he can do as the QB. As you see, Texas A&M trying to get going here quickly as they're doing a no huddle course, and we'll see what this rematch between these two teams go at it. As you see, Evan Wright gets a nice 19-yard reception, as that's another first down for A&M. As the Aggies here trying to get on the right foot here, of course, try to get revenge for what happened last year. So you see Smith here hands off to Stewart, as Eddie Stewart, of course, it was that game last year, that national championship game, but didn't do too much, not as much as I thought he would. So we'll see. And now a 2nd and 3 here to Stewart again. Stewart running this one here. Eddie Young try to bring him down, but oh my goodness, Eddie Stewart says no. He's going to keep fighting as he gets another first down. So, of course, they're not respecting our defense as like they were in the national championship game here. So, if they know anything about history, they're doomed to repeat it. And they're going ahead and they throw this one to Owen, who gets a catch there. Nice job there from David Owen, as A&M is really trying to get on the ball here, not letting us get our guys in, as we do have same playbook, but we moved some guys around in different situations, and of course in different formations here, as I've been kind of accustomed to do here in this series, and of course in my Highland Scotty series that I have on the main channel. Definitely check it out. There should be a link down below in the description for that series, or up in the eye here in the video. But of course, nice stop there from Holly, as his name's been brought up quite a few times towards the end of the season there, as he is starting to make his way to be an impact player here. And nice stop there on Bauer as they get the turnover on downs as they go for it here on 4th down. Nice job as he tried to hurdle there, and a nice stop there from Stanford as we get the ball now here on our own 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 here as Joel James here in the under center. Hand this one off to, of course, Philip Graham. As Phil Graham last year, there you see his numbers. And, of course, we're trying to get him to be a 1,000-yard runner. But with that, those last 4 or 5 weeks of the season there, he got injured. And made it back for the national championship game. Had a really nice game for himself. Now we're trying to see if we can do the same thing again in this campaign this season. Of course, also too, Brandon Walker in the backfield there. He's going to be very important for us there, as he was a big. He showed off what he could do there. He showed potential of being the starter once again. As Sims picks this one off there from Joel James. As Joel James, I believe, got hit on the throw. And that is going to be the first turnover now here for him this season. So almost the same thing we've seen last year. Him getting really roughed up and not really doing too good of a job there when it comes to throwing the ball. And like I said, he's already been told by Coach TJ Bonds that, hey, you start going down that road again like you did last season, the sophomore's ready to go. So Smith there throws this one there, and that's going to be caught by Bennett as he gets the interception. And that's a turnover there. Nice job there. Pick that one off of Chip Smith as Chris Bennett picks that one off, stays in bounds, and gets the ball back for his Cardinals. As the Cardinals now 1st and 10 here. Joel James has the football once again. Let's see if he does a better job. This time throws to Sears. Rodney Sears, of course, taking over there for DeAndre Mark, who, of course, now went off to the NFL. And, of course, you guys will be able to see him somewhere down the road now in our series, which is coming up on the second channel, or they're on the main channel of the and they're in Madden 22, as we're of course building a draft class based off some of the players from this series, and of course from our Hot and Scotty series that you guys been hopefully you guys have been checking out there. Definitely check out that series. Like I said, there's gonna be a lot of cross promotion and cross series coming over back and forth between the two channels here, as I'm trying to get the channel to grow here, especially the second channel. We're a little over 1,000 or so subscribers, getting close to 2,000 subscribers really. They're on the second channel, or they're on the first channel, but on this channel here we got getting close to, we're somewhere around 35 40 subscribers. That one gonna be picked off by Williams. Nice job there again. Not what we need to see there. Oh, so yeah, Joel James got hit as he threw that one there. But still, that's the second interception now in this game. Nobody so far has been able to capitalize on the turnovers here and make it those turnovers to points. As you'll see a quick hit there to Eddie Stewart again. Lose a yard on the reception. Nice stop there from the defense as we go now to a 2nd and 11. So we've been trying to get down the field, but just our passing, they've been really brutal with us on the passing. As we'll see, Moore picks this one off. Moore now has a chance to go take this one back to the house, but he's going to get stopped. As Jeremy Moore, last year, he was a big part of our defense. Back here now, of course, with Zach Melton and company, they're in that deep secondary we have. Glad to see those guys playing as really continuing where they. Of course, we haven't seen Zach Melton yet, but really more they're continuing off where he ended last season. So a quick pass there to Williams, as Clint Williams back for another year there. He gets a 6-yard reception. That's going to be a 2nd and 4 now coming up here for the Stanford Cardinals. Of course, like I said, number 4 Stanford taking on number 6 Texas A&M. A highly big, probably one of the matchups of the week here. As Joel James quickly throws that one to Williams, and Clint Williams gets in there on that 6-yard reception. Touchdown, Cardinals. And the farm is going wild, as you see the defense there. Already 2 takeaways there from this off this Texas A&M offense. We'll see if now Texas A&M can now try and return the favor here. Smith now here decides no, he's not going to throw the ball. He's going to go down the field. Gets hit there and gets a gain of 8. 3rd and 2 now coming up. As Stanford here trying to play some really excellent defense here. See a quick pass there, or excuse me, a quick handoff to Stewart for an 11 on that run there. Nice job, as the defense really being confused about that play there. 1st and 10 now, 1 minute left here for the Aggies, as Chris Smith has to throw a ball there and throws it down as he apparently there's some pressure. I guess he felt uncomfortable with. So now 2nd and 10. Smith looks down the field here. Smith throws his halfback again, and that's going to be a pass there for enough for a couple of yards of the play. Now 3rd and 5 coming up now here. Big crucial 3rd down for Texas A&M. As we'll see now, Smith drops back in the pocket here. Smith throws this one up there. That one's going to go deep, and no, it's going to be incomplete there. Nice stop there from the defense of the Cardinals, and the Cardinals now get the ball back here inside their own 30. As we'll see now, 1st and 10, handoff to Graham, as Graham tries to come off the edge there, and only gains a yard on the play. As like I said, last year he could have easily been a 1,000-yard rusher and really been a monster there on the ground in the NCAA. But with I think it was a foot fracture or whatever, he was out for a while there, but was able to come back and play in the national championship, and of course had a monster game in that one. Of course, helping us to the 2nd national championship in school history. As you see, a nice pass there. That there for intended there for the I believe that was for Clinton Williams, but we'll see now. 4th and 4. We're gonna go ahead and go for it, as Coach T.J. Bonds wants to see what he can do with his team, and of course he's gonna hand this one off to Sears, who gets the catch. 25 yards on that 4th down reception, and nice job there converting that one for a new set of downs. That's 1st and 10 now coming up here. Hand this toss there to Graham. Graham trying to get out of the backfield. Graham keep his legs moving there as he gets a gain of 4 on the play. And I think we should be running the ball just a little bit more inside there when it comes to Graham. 2nd and 6 now coming up here for the Stanford Cardinals as they lead this one 7-0 with 5:03 left here in the 1st half. We'll see Graham here off the edge there, and he's going to be brought down as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage on that play. We go now to a 3rd and 5 coming up for the Cardinals as Williams in motion. Quick pass there to Barber. Barber gets the catch. Barber they're having a tough time bringing him down, but finally does. 14 yards on the reception. That's a 1st down. Stanford currently right now has 6 first downs. A&M has 4 in this game so far. James dropping back here, and he almost gets that one picked off. Thank goodness Barrett Roberts does not have any hands as the big man bats that one down for an incomplete pass. So now 2nd and 10 coming up now here for Joel James and for the Cardinals. Joel James throws this one there quickly to Barber. Barber throws this one, and gets the catch there, I should say, and that's going to be an 8-yard reception for Barber. Moves it now to a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 now coming up here for the Cardinals, as we could probably see a quick run here up the middle. There you see Graham there, a little shucking and jiving there, and gets a 7-yard carry, and of course gets a new set of downs there, making a nice 3rd down conversion. So now 1st and 10 coming up with a new set of downs, and we'll see them probably move the ball here on the ground once again. It's been successful as Graham gets stopped, and he gets holed up there just at the line of scrimmage by Hayes, as he gets a tackle for a loss there on that play. 2nd and 10 coming up here. We'll see what they're going to do here. Maybe change it up this time around. Maybe a pass. No, they're going to go still on the ground. Hand this off to Graham. Graham gets hit as he gets down the field. He drops the football, and that is going to be a call. They're going to call it a fumble, as that's another turnover now for Stanford. What happened there is, they don't show the actual replay of it, but Graham gets hit hard. And hard enough for him to drop the football, as now we're being told there's going to be a booth review. So we'll take a look here at the video. See, replay here. Oh no, I think he was down. That angle, he's down. And that one, we'll see. Oh, this is a good angle right here. Great shot there. So, yeah, he is down by contact and by his, most importantly, his knee. And that ball will stay in possession of Stanford. So Stanford now has the ball. Good call there for the booth, as they get a good, nice call there. And, of course, now see Barber in motion here. As looks like we could be seeing a situation like in this. It could be to the tight end here. Joel James here runs off to the side, right-hand side there, goes down the field, gets bound, pushes out of bounds there for a gain of 4. So a gain of 4 coming up here, as we'll see now. It's going to be a 4th and 3. Coach TJ Bond says, let's go for it here. Why not? Minute 47 left here. Joel James drops back here, looks, fires. That one gets broken up, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. Turnover on downs there on Stanford. Hey, you got to make something here. You got to go big or go home, especially in big games like this. Especially in this first half, you can make those mistakes like that. Even though we should have put up some points here, we could have been up by 10. But hey, it is what it is. You know, you're playing against a team that you faced last year. You want to kind of prove to it wasn't a fluke. As we see, Smith here gets hit as he tries to throw this one there, and he's going to be sacked. A loss of 8 on the play. Great play there. Try to get that safety on that QB. But Clayton just could not get there. They couldn't get him in the end zone. And he is going to be taken down for a huge loss there. So 2nd and 18 now coming up here for the A&M Aggies. We'll see what we can do here as the Cardinals here play some defense here. Looks like it's going to be a prevent 8. So try to blitz him as quickly as they can. About a minute 14 left here in the first half. And of course, he is taking his time here before he snaps his football here. So he's going to use advantage, try to use as much of this time clock as he can. Hand this one off to Stewart. Stewart coming out of the backfield. Almost had the safety in the backfield on him, but they finally bring down Stewart. And he gets a nice gain there. Now it's going to be just short of 5 yards to convert for the first down. 3rd and 5 now coming up here for A&M. Just 20 seconds left here for the end of the half. And Stewart's going to run this one, and he is going to get stopped as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. And they're going to call, it looks like Stanford's going to call a timeout. So now, timeout, 2 timeouts remaining for Stanford. 7 seconds left here in the first half. They look like they're going to try to go down the field here. James drops back, looks here, fires, throws this one to Sears. Sears gets out of bounds with 2 seconds left. They could kick a quick field goal here and be up by 10 before the half. We'll see what kind of play call they're going to make here now, as they have 2 seconds left, and then they're just going to go ahead and going to put the offense back out there. So now with 2 seconds left here, 1st and 10, Williams in motion. Williams now going from your left to your right side of your screen. And we'll see the play clock running down to 8. Play action here for Joel James. Joel James looking for a deep pass. Joel James looks, fires this one deep, and Eagleton to the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford. And they get it. Nice job there from Rodney Sears. Gets that great catch going into the halftime. And they take a 2-possession lead. Wow. A&M. I thought they had that play. I thought they were going to tip it away. Usually plays like that, honestly, guys. When I try to make plays like that, usually gets tipped around. Either tipped around or tipped and caught for an interception. But Rodney James was just determined to make a big play there. And not to mention Joel James trying to make a play for himself to maybe try to motivate his team to play better here in the second half. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half there. What a first half, way to end the first half there for themselves. Now let's see if they can build onto that going into the second half against number 6 A&M. You see there, A&M got 2 interceptions there off of us, and of course didn't have that fumble, but it was recalled back as a not a fumble on Stanford, as he was down on contact. As you take a look there, first half stats there, and we'll see how the second half is going to play. So here we go, second half. A&M, of course, will kick off as Stanford, of course, deferred to take the ball during second half for the second half here. And we'll see what we can do. You see Zach Melton there, not going to run this one out. Nice, good job of not doing that. So here we go now, 1st and 10 as we start the second half here. Hand this off to Walker. Walker, first carry for him in the game, as he does not get anything on that play. And he goes down to a 2nd and 10. So 2nd and 10 now here, coming up here for the Stanford Cardinals. Cardinals, of course, trying to add on to this 2-possession lead. And Graham gets tripped up, only getting 2 yards on the play, as it goes now to a 3rd and 8 coming up. So 3rd and 8 now for the Stanford Cardinals, as they're looking to make some kind of passing play here in this situation. Graham, or let's just say James there, throwing this one there deep to Hunter, I believe, one of our other backup tight ends, and he cannot get it. So they decided, hey, they're going to go for it again here, 4th and 8. Feeling, I guess James feeling really confident with himself here. James drops back in the pocket, looks here, fires, throws. That one's going to be picked off. That's going to be the 3rd interception now in the game. And that is not going to be too good for Joel James, as he's taking his, just nodding his head and had his head down, going back to the sidelines there. Now 1st and 10 here, great field position now for A&M. Smith drops back here, throws this one there to Washington, as he could not get that one. Incomplete pass. Nice stop there from the Cardinals defense. 2nd and 10 coming up now for Smith. Smith looking, fires this one. It gets hit as he throws. And Chip Smith having a tough time here. He's already threw 2 picks himself here today. As now 3rd and 10 now coming up here for the A&M Aggies. Smith here drops back, fires, and that one there, I believe it's a Quinn, but he could not get to that one, or couldn't hold on to it. Gets hit it as he tries to catch that one, and now they're going to kick for a field goal. Trying to get some points on the board here, and the kick is up, and the kick is good as they get 3 points now on the board here. First time they scored now here in this game, and of course first time in the second half for them, as we'll see now Isaiah Davis now will take over the helm here in the QB position, as he's going to give his given an opportunity now to try to show his talent, as he makes a nice run of 9 yards on that carry. 2nd and 1 coming up here for Davis. Sophomore, of course, played last year as a freshman a couple games there. He had a couple turnovers, but we're hoping that this year, with some experience and of course some time in the gym and some time really doing a good job there in the offseason, he will be more accurate with his passes. As we'll see a 1st and 10 there, as he made a nice job there converting for the 1st down. We'll see what he can do here on this pass here. Throw this one to Clint, and he gets that one for 6. And nice job there from Clint Williams getting that reception. Now Davis is not the best deep passer here, so we can't do too much deep passing. It's time to time we can try to make it some attempts, but for the most part here, he's not a good deep passer. He throws this one there, that it goes to Hunter, and Hunter cannot hold on to it, as he had it, but just got popped out of his hands at the last minute. 3rd and 4 now coming up here for Stanford, as we'll see Davis now here trying to make another attempt here in the passing game. And he throws this one there to McCall. McCall gets the catch. Nice job there from the 2nd string tight end, as he's been utilized quite often last season too, in a lot of situations there for him in that tight end position too. We'll see now a handoff there, 1st and 10 for Graham. Graham finding the 1st down marker, getting to it, and he will get about 12 on that carry. 2:40 left here in the 3rd quarter, 14-3. A&M is trailing. As you see Davis now here, scrambles around, looking down the field, trying to throw this one up, lobs this one, and gets battered away. As Davis trying to look down the field to, I believe it's tight end. I believe that was to Sears. 2nd and 10 now coming up here for the Cardinals. Davis drops back in the pocket here, looks to the left-hand side. That's going to be picked off by Jordan, and Jordan now trying to go back for a pick 6. That's the 1st interception now of the day for Davis, the 4th in the game. Games like this, I just shake my head like, okay, what is the deal? Of course, it is that EA cheese that's always around. 1st and 10 now coming up here for Chip Smith and the Aggies. As nice run down there from Stewart. Eddie Stewart keeps running, gets to the 40 in Cardinals territory. That's a nice run there from him, as he has now 7 carries for 68 yards in this game. A&M trying to fight back in this one here. 1st and 10 after the no huddle. See what they can do here. Looking at the play on the sideline there. Looking at his wristband. And hand this one off to Stewart. Stewart going to get stopped by Jude, as that's going to be a nice stop there. Only getting a couple yards on the play. As again, no huddle here. Trying to keep that that defensive, not making, letting the Cardinals make any defensive changes now. And really not respecting this defense as they should. Smith throws this one there. That's going to go to Stewart, who gets out of the backfield quickly and gets a 13-yard reception. We need to keep our eye on him a lot more here, and need to focus on him a lot more here if we can. First and 10 coming up here for the Aggies again on this no huddle. We'll see what we can do here. Try to make a stop as again looking at the sideline for the play. And they'll drop back here. Hand this one off to Stewart again. Stewart being stopped. And that's a loss of 2 yards on that carry. 2nd and 12 now coming up here. Aggies now have Smith here. Smith going to call his own number instead, but it's going to get pulled down. Nice stop there from Tyler Holly as he gets his 2nd tackle for loss there on that play. Of course, that's a nice sack there for him. His first, I believe, in the game. Smith now dropping back here, looking down the field, throws this one up there. That's going to be batted away there from Jeremy Moore. Nice job. He's already got an interception already here in today's game. And makes a nice stop here, forcing A&M to go for a field goal here now as they need some points as much as possible. We'll see this kick is up, and this kick is good. And they put another 3 points on the board. It's now 14-6 here as Stanford has not scored since the end of the first half. We got to try to get some points on the board here. 51 seconds left here in the third. Hand this one off to Graham. Graham running this one here. Graham getting to about 5 or 6 on the play, give or take. So we'll go now to a 2nd and 5 coming up. 20 seconds left here in the quarter. Throwing this one to Sears. Sears throws this one up there. That's going to be, or I should say, Davis throws that one up to Sears. That's going to be a catch for 1st and 10. That's 8 now. Stanford giving A&M their own taste of their own medicine here, doing a no huddle. 16 seconds left here for Stanford. Davis under center here. Davis snaps the ball, looks, go off to his right-hand side, looking down the field. Finds Williams, gets the catch. That's 10 yards on the play. And Williams here trying to get everybody on the line here, as that is going to be it for the quarter. As Davis and the Cardinals now lead this one 14-6 going to the final quarter. Final quarter now here. We'll see what we can do here now with a 2nd and 2, or 2nd and 1, or 2nd and inches. Phil Graham gets enough there for the first and converts for another 1st down. 1st and 10 now coming up here as we'll see Davis under center. Graham in the backfield, Green in motion. And a play action here from Davis as Davis looks down the field. Davis going to heave this one up there. That's going to be tipped away. Joe Miller at the last minute there tips that one away. That should have been in the end zone. Incomplete pass, I believe, for Williams. So now 1st and 10 here. Davis drops back in the pocket, drops back deep, throws one up to Barber. Barber gets the catch and is taken down for a 18-yard reception. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. As we go now to a 1st and 10 here for the Cardinals. After a great big play here, they're going to go for another pass play. Looking like Davis trying to go for a deep pass here. He gets this one to Sears. That one gets in there for 22. 1st down, Cardinals. 5 minutes left here. Cardinals trying to get on the board here as they have not yet scored here in the 2nd half of this ball game. Hand this one off to Graham. Graham going to run this one in there, no problem, as he gets 2 yards on that carry. And that is a touchdown for Stanford. Stanford now leads this one 21-6 with 4:50 left here in the 4th. A&M has a hell of a climb to make on this mountain to try to get back in this one. Eddie in motion here. Of course, they're going to go 5 wide. Throwing this one there to right. Right gets hit as he catches that ball, holds on to it, and that's a gain of 11 on the play. And of course, A&M going to go no huddle here as they are trying to get some points here quickly on the board and try to get that ball back. 1st and 10 here for Smith. Looking down the field, throws a quick pass there up the middle there to Wright. Wright gets the catch and gets 16 as he crosses the 50-yard marker and gets inside the there of the Stanford Cardinals side of the field. 1st and 10 now coming up here. 4:40 left here in the 4th quarter. Stewart here hands this one off, or had that hand one off him, and Stewart is gone. No one's going to be able to catch up to him, and he gets into the end zone. First touchdown of the day here for A&M, and the first one of the day for Stewart, as they are now here back in this ball game now. As we'll see there, you see we try to get that run there, and that was my fault there, trying to get on the user, trying to play with that player there at the last minute. And Stewart just made a nice run there. Just had to get that one to him. So 21 to they're trying to go for a 2-point conversion here. Bowser goes in there, and that is going to be a 2-point conversion. As now they're just down by a possession. 21-14 coming up. And now Stanford has the football. 4:31 left here in the fourth quarter. Just got to take our time getting down the field here. See Davis here throws this one there to Hunter. Hunter gets the catch. Nice catch there for him. As I believe both our wide receiver or both our quarterbacks here are over 150 yards here today passing. And see Graham here try to run this one out of the backfield, but he is going to get stuffed for a loss of 2. 2nd and 12 coming up. As we'll see what Davis is going to try to do here in this situation, I formation, and hand this one off to Graham. Graham's going to stay on the inside there, get that nice run, gets a gain of 8 on the play. And that's 15 carries for 54 yards. And, of course, 1 rushing touchdown here today. 3rd and 5 coming up here. Try to convert for this first down. Of course, keep this clock moving now. I formation here for the Cardinals. Hand this one off to Graham. Graham looking for the first down marker. Finds this one and gets on the other side of the 50 for the first down. Nice carry there from Philip Graham. This is what we like to see from this young man in times like this. Tight ball games like this, we need him and Walker to really step up. Of course, even Green, because Green is a nice runner himself. We got to give him the balls a little more often too. As we'll see, Philip Graham there runs this one for a gain of 2 on the play. Makes it now a 2nd and 8 coming up. A&M takes a timeout there as we now see here Stanford 4 for 7 now in 3rd down conversions here today. So having a great day there. Green is in motion here. Looks like it's going to be a play action. Davis drops back here. Davis looks, fires, finds Sears. Sears gets the catch, and Sears is near the 20-yard line. Mark him at the 21 there in A&M territory. As Isaiah Davis showing off what he can do here. Of course, Coach TJ Bonds talking to his defense, letting them know what they need to do here. If we score here, what they need to do defensively. 1st and 10. Davis drops back in the pocket, throws this one there quickly over there to Andrew Barber, who gets a gain of 15. And A&M burns their last timeout now with 2:06 left. So they have no more timeouts remaining here. As we'll see now, 1st and goal coming up here for Davis and the Cardinals, trying to see if they can score here on this play. You got to be careful here now. We'll see Davis here drops back, and he drops back too far. And that's a loss of 11 as he just could not find nobody, so he just ate the ball and took the sack there. 2nd and goal coming up now here. Slant, looks like we could see, looks like a slant right there from Williams, but again, the offensive line just gives up another sack. What is going on? 3rd and goal now here coming up. We got to make a big play to convert for this first down. Even though the clock is just 1 minute left here in this ball game, we don't want to, anything. We've seen crazier things happen in NCAA if you've played it. 3rd and goal here. Davis here drops back, throws this one there to Sears. Sears gets into the end zone. That's another touchdown. What a great play. 25 yards on the reception. His 2nd touchdown of the day. Davis connects there with Sears. This is a future, good combination between these two. If we can just get that accuracy down here for him and for Joel James. As Sears has learned a lot from his fellow tight ends that came before him here at Stanford. 1st and 10, we'll see a pass there. That wasn't intended for one of the wide receivers there, but Zach Melton, first time we said his name here today, gets a stop there. A nice bad ball way there. Nice deflection. See Smith there, throws one to Owen there, and he gets a deep pass. 27 yards on the reception there for David Owen, connecting from Chip Smith. 1st and 10, 42 seconds left here. Smith drops back in the pocket here, looking down the field, throws this one up there. Zach Melton's going to bat this one away. His 2nd deflection here today. And we go now to a 2nd and 10. 36 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Smith, again, drops back in the pocket, looking for a deep pass. Gets hit by Williams at there, but was it a late hit? No, thank goodness it wasn't. Get a little scared when that happens. And it's going to be an incomplete pass there from Smith. 3rd and 10 now coming up here, 30 seconds left. We'll see a pass there to Tompkins. Tompkins gets the catch, and Tompkins gets a gain of 9 on the reception. 4th and 1. 20 seconds left here. Last chances now Probably the last chance now for A&M to do something. Smith throws this one up there. That's going to be caught by Carter as he gets a 20-yard reception. Okay, now I'm getting nervous. With 14 seconds left, he gets out of bounds, stops the clock. So now Stanford really needs to step up here now on this next play here and stop them from scoring. 14 seconds left. Smith drops back in the pocket, thieves that one up there. That goes in there, and that's a touchdown. Oh, no. I know we're up by 2 scores, but still, that should not have been a touchdown. So now we have to worry about the onside kick with 10 seconds left. The score 28-21. We'll see an onside kick here from A&M. They're trying to see if they can get the ball back here. And nice job there from Hunter getting the ball and coming down with it. There's now 8 or 9 seconds left here. We'll see here. They're going to, of course, run the football here as A&M has no timeouts remaining, so they can't call a timeout at all. We'll see a handoff there to Graham. Graham's going to run this one, and that's a nice run there. And, of course, that is going to be ball game as we barely get out of this ball game, out of our own stadium here today with the win. Should have been a 2-possession win, but, hey, we'll take what we can get. There's your player of the game, Rodney Steers. 2 touchdowns, 184 yards. And 9 receptions in the game for him. As we win this one, 28-21 is your final score. Unfortunately, you know, it's just that EA cheddar. When you're trying to close them out here, the last few minutes of the game. I could have. That's one thing I need to be doing a lot more. Just run the ball a lot more. But even when you do that, EA finds a way to cheese you. So in a lot of ways, it does a good job of goading me to pass the ball around. But hey, we got the first victory of the week for the season, I should say, and we beat the number 6 team in the nation. So they're going to drop down some, not a lot, but they're going to drop down some. And now we're looking possibly maybe getting bumped up to the top. I wouldn't say not top number 1, but maybe somewhere in the top 3. So we'll see how that goes coming up in the voting for next week. But take a look at the numbers there. 3rd down conversions in our favor, 6 of 9. And also, of course, 3rd down conversion, or 4th down conversion, I should say, in their favor, 1 for 2. There's a couple times we should have went for 4th downs, but again, I got the best of me, and it's like, shouldn't have done that. Interceptions wise, so as they say, scared money don't make money, and so we had to do this from time to time. Both guys had over 150 yards, which I mentioned earlier. 11 of 15 there for Davis. 163 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 2 sacks. Joel James, 10 of 18, 153. So 10 yards difference between the two. 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. Again, interceptions, it's an issue, but hopefully we can turn things around coming up in the next episode. As I was talking to Coach TJ Bonds afterwards, he did say that next week, a game against San Diego State University, of course, will be the first Pac-12 game of the year. Joel James will not be starting, and it will be Isaiah Davis. So we'll see what Isaiah Davis can do there in that game next week. And just take a look at some of the receiving numbers. Like I said, player of the game there, Rodney Steers, 9 catches, 184 yards, 2 touchdowns there for him in this one. Defensively, Jude there had the most tackles. Tackles were lost there from Barnett. And I believe sacks, I believe it was Clayton there, as he had 1. I think it was the only one we had in the game. Interceptions, of course, Bennett and Moore had 1. Zach Milton came close twice in this game, but unfortunately did not have. Of course, he led in interceptions last season. But he did lead in deflections this year, so hopefully we'll see more of him do that kind of stuff next week against San Diego State in the next episode. As you take a look at A&M's numbers, you see Smith 12 of 25, 154, touchdown, 2 interceptions. He got tattooed a couple of times there from our defense. As for Stewart, 10 for 117 and a touchdown there. So like I said, he had a nice day. We did give up 100 yards there on the ground, but it was towards the end. Most of that yards came towards in the second half. We did a great job there, kind of capping them there in the first half, but second half, he kind of just with that one play there, he just kind of went wild and went buck and After that, they had to throw the ball because they just didn't do a good job there mixing it up at the first half there. So that really kind of put them behind the 8-ball there. But hey, they found a way back to come back in the game, and we were down by, they came short of possession there. But nonetheless, we did a great job of just trying to hold them off as long as we could. Like I said, that EA cheese there, just, you guys know what it's all about. You guys probably play the game. You guys play the game yourselves. You know how it is. It's just like this in not just in NCAA football, but also in Madden. So yeah, and I've already seen it already in Madden 22. As I've been playing that and trying to get that series put together. But nonetheless, there you see coming up next week. There you see San Diego State. They've already won their first game. I believe they won their second game. So they're 2-0, just like pretty much looking pretty good. And there you see some of their numbers right there. They've had two good games. They've had two successful games already this season. This is not updated, but in the next episode you'll see the stats there, the most recent updated stats. But they've had some pretty good games, even though they're not ranked opponents, but they have played some pretty good games, and they look like a team that could be a threat to us for next week's game. It could be one of our first big tests of the season. So we'll have to stay tuned and see how that plays out coming up in the next episode. But if you did enjoy today's episode, stay tuned for more here on the channel as we get ready for episode 70, taking on San Diego State University, coming up in that episode. So it should be a fun one. But if you did enjoy today's episode, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you happen to be new. Hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of this series or any other series here on the channel. Follow us on social media down below in our description on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. Discord is free. Check it out. That's a great way of being part of the nation and seeing what's going on with the channel behind the scenes, and maybe giving some sneak peek at some some stuff with some series and so much more. So again, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more here on ESGNet LP, and that is it. As always, keep yourselves each other healthy, stay cool, stay safe, and I will see you all next time.